Not gonna lie, that's kind of pissed me off. I was 5 minutes in and it's crashed already. I don't know what this game's smoking, but I kind of want some. Yeah, you know what? If it crashes again within 5 minutes, I might just have to swap over to Battlefront. It's this game, man. This game's a fucking curse at times. I mean, it could also be... It could also be just purely the size of my people as well. Like, that might be also the reason. More from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. I think today's going to just be a little bit of a shit day. If I'm going to be totally honest. Maybe it's just one of those days. I've had a couple of good days, and now I'm getting the kitchen sink thrown at me. Holy hell, my viewer count's just shot up to 11. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Chaos stream. That's crazy. Right. I'm going to create this title again. And we're going to grant this to this person. Oh yeah, if anyone in the chat's trying to redeem any of the blep sound effects, please don't, they don't work. I tried to set them up, but I suck. I should really, like, pin a message or something, but I didn't even think. I could probably do that now, but I'm a bit too engaged with the game right now. I'm gonna get rid of these decisions because they're annoying me. It's annoying seeing, like, all these decisions. Apparently my brother can marry someone. You know what, I don't even care. I don't even care because it's probably gonna crash again. Like, 10 minutes in and it already crashed once. That's insane. Right, who around here? Right, Eon's that. Eon's that. Eon's that. Why have they all got different bits of the land? I wouldn't have done that. Right, does any of them have a duchy building? You have a duchy building. Right, so you can be the Count of Transylvania then. and you can also have that bit of land. I grant thee land. And that should now, there we go. So that is now going to be there. You know what, you can have some buildings as well. You filthy casual. Surely I must have changed your title to, oh, that's right. I can't because you're obviously someone else's vassal. Dumbass. What, my royal architect died. Didn't I just, like, put him on? I could have swore I just put a royal artifact on. Or maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. I'm tripping and waffling. Let's roll Tide. Right. Well, they're running away like little cowards. And they're definitely messing with the wrong building. Oh man, I had some real delicious cheese earlier. It was, I think it was a red Leicester, and it has harissa and Scotch bonnet. It was so tasty. Not a combination I think I've had before. But it was definitely a delicious combination. I had it with a crusty bread cake as well. Man, a few slices of that in a bread cake. Oh. The only thing nicer is if it was warmed up. If it was warmed up, now that would have been proper nice. I am liking the fact that it's auto-saving every 5 minutes there. Like, it slows the stream down a little bit, but at the same time, because it has a penchant for crashing. He attempted to falsify a claim on my throne, did he? Idiot. Why would he even attempt such a thing? Right, let's see if we can even fight them. Because they just seem to be running away like cowards. Aye, we definitely can fight them. Right, we've got that place. Now we're just gonna go down to there. Man, all these hybrid cultures. All these hybrid cultures and all these pop-ups. Right, how long is it gonna take them? 14 months. And that's 11 months. So, I think we just match these over here then. That's not even a capital. I should probably, like, take the capital. I don't know if you get any bonus points for taking the capital. Not that I've realised or wiped out. But you can often capture a lot of good, important people. These guys have mad siege engines. I really shouldn't have merged them. I should have split the siege engines. But I couldn't be bothered. And that was just laziness on my behalf. So that's kind of my own fault. Right, I can win that battle. Boom. And then we just go back over here and take this. So I've like literally taken all that land now. That's insane. This guy has that duchy, so I'm just going to usurp it. And then I'm going to grant all this land to people. I'll grant it to Braggy. Braggy Longdick can have it. And he can also be the Jarl of that place. I'll allow him marriage. Gonna negotiate a contract. We'll give him fortification rights, but he doesn't need war declaration. Right, what's that? While subject to scutage, the vassal will pay 50% more tax. At the same time, providing 75% fewer levies. Yeah, I don't really need tax. I've got a lot of money as it is. Sorry, I mean levies. I don't need levies. I've got a lot of levies as it is. Everyone needs tax. My prisoner apparently died in the dungeons. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even realise I had a prisoner. Well, I imagine I did have a bunch from these wars that I've just done, but I didn't realise I had a prisoner who was so close to death. I can't remember which one I was going down. I think I was going on the line on the job. Learning pair levels of diversion. I think I was going for that actually. I'm curious if I take all of the land, I'm curious as to what actually happens. Like, if I own the entire map, does the game just end? Or is it because there's potentially civil wars that can happen? There we go, another victory. Let's make another duchy. And let's grant this duchy to a random person. Let's give it to this guy. He's my grandson. I'm sure that won't bite me in the ass. On hindsight, I should be giving these duchies to people nearby, but I don't know. I should just give it to other random people. And we'll give him fortification rights. What does that march contract do? Pay less tax. Army gold maintenance. Controlled defender. Levy size, garrison size, levy reinforcement. Let's just give him the scutage. The only problem with these big ass wars is when I do them, I've got that many troops I can't be bothered to split them, so I just incur losses through natural starvation. And I know I could split them, but I've got that many levies, is there even any point? Like, these are also weak, man. There we go. Enforce demands. Boom. Right, do you have... You don't have a duchy building. You don't either. You don't either. This might have the duchy building. Right, sir. That what I've just taken has the duchy building. So, we'll just give it to this idiot. Oh, he's Catholic. Don't want to give... Why are you Catholic? Gonna demand you convert, you ass. Why are you Catholic? Why have I got a bunch of Catholics? Was that because of these holy wars? He's a child, but I can't even force him to convert. Oh, I can. Right, if any of those convert, I'll give them the land. Right, so you won't convert. A weak hook favour? No, because you're gonna do some bullshit. Oh. Yeah, he's gonna do some bullshit if I give him a weak hook favour. That's the issue. You give them... Did I not make the duchy? I didn't even make the duchy. Idiot. Right. Yeah, you give them the... You get a weak hook favour and they'll redeem it somehow in some stupid way. They'll be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to redeem this weak hook favour. I am going to give him war declaration though, just for the simple fact that I want him to like push the Catholics off. I've also got a lot of money, so we can start constructing some more stuff. Wow. That'll give me a lot. And then I'll fully upgrade Paderborn as well. That'd be nice. A fully upgraded Paderborn. I think this will be the first time I've actually fully upgraded anything. Because I haven't really got this far in other playthroughs. I think this is definitely the furthest I've gotten a playthrough. Right, I just need to hydrate. Hints. Brother, grandson, my son. My son is not married, isn't he? What stats do you have? You kind of crap, mate. You've also got 5 children. Yeah, you don't need any more kids, mate. My grandson, however, what stats do you have, my son? He's pretty good. What's that? He's inbred. Fair enough. That's what happens when you inbreed. His family has been a bit too familiar. No problem. We do like a whack lack. I hope you managed to get the alerts and that all sorted out. I get a horrible feeling that I won't be able to actually do them with any of the free software. I have a horrible feeling that I'm going to have to pay for the mobile version of something. I might have to have a chat with my tech wizard flatmate. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you got it sorted, bud. At least one of us got it sorted. Yeah, I might have to just have a chat with my tech wizard flatmate. He'll probably know how to do it. If there's a will, he'll find it. Or she'll find it. Still don't know how to talk on your Discord, though. You just joined one of the voice chats, and you should be able to do it that way. Oh, excuse me. Because I don't talk through the PC, it's a bit different me trying to explain it. I know James Enix talks through the PC usually, and I think my flatmate JJ thinks she does. But yeah, there's definitely people in the Discord who could probably help you with that. Right, let's see what payments I can demand. I'm probably demand a lot of payments. So we're just going to get some free real estate from these people. We like free real estate. I hate the fact that when you actually force someone to pay you the money and it clicks off it, it puts you all the way back to the top. That kind of irritates me. But that's just a very niggly thing. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, right? Chat, I'll tell you one thing that I was wanting to do. So I've been like thinking about collaborations with other people, and there's now 3, maybe 4 of us who stream. And I was having a little thought about what game to play, like as a maybe one of our first collaboration streams. Obviously, I'd have to talk about it with them because there's no point me making loads of plans if they can't do it or whatever. But I was thinking of maybe something like Among Us, because I think that could be absolutely fucking hilarious. I believe Among Us has in-game chat as well, so we wouldn't even have to do any Discord garbage and try and work it out for that. And I believe it has in-game chat. I could be completely wrong. I've never played it before, but I think it'd be quite funny. Yeah, I think Among Us is crossplay. I'm fairly certain it is. Again, though, I could be completely wrong. Oh god, I'm starting my General Grievous impressions with my coughing. Right, let's get these idiot orthodoxes out. Well, the Baltic Empire is looking pretty tasty. Let's try and release some of these prisoners. Let's release the Kraken. And we all know what happens if they don't convert. If they don't convert, they die. I feel really dry today. I'm a bit paranoid when I release the prisoners though. Sorry, child. I'm a bit paranoid when I release them because it's like if I release them too many at a time, I feel that's where the game has a tendency of crashing. Oh, my back just clicked in like 5 different places. I know I was looking before at some crossplay games, and there went an awful lot that like piqued people's curiosity, shall we say. But that was before I started streaming. It's also finding games that everybody likes as well, because that's the other thing. I mean, I'll play anything, to be honest. I'm quite a easygoing person. It's all about the friends I make along the way and the fun I have. This knight's called Antoine. We shall accept your services, Antoine. Join me, and together we will rule the galaxy. Oh yeah, I forgot. I starved this dickhead in a dungeon. I could ransom him for 300 gold, but he was plotting against me. He still likes me though. He likes me 100%. Actually, was he plotting against me or was he a powerful vassal? It might have been both. Either way, he's shit and he can stay in jail. I can't remember if she's the whore who's been cheating on me. Yeah, I think she was cheating on me. I'm fairly certain she had a child that wasn't mine. I think my heir's actually illegitimate. Disputed heritage. Oh no, that was Svanhilda. That was someone else. I find it wild that I'm still popping children out at this age though. Like, I'm 67. I should be having 0 children. Right, let's release some of these. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Cool. Let's see what the factions against me are like. Yeah, they're all too weak. So weak. But yeah, I can't believe how big my empire actually is, man. Ooh, we discovered trebuchets. And we're almost discovering bombards. We are almost going to be a bombard general. Down bad with the bombards. Let's have a look at all the other stuff. Yeah, so we've pretty much got everything from the lower ones. I like how there's just like random pockets of places. Oh no, smallpox again. Yeah, I like how there's just like random pockets in here and I can't actually get them vassalized because they just hate me. Maybe I should just like start swaying one of them. Like this idiot. Maybe I should just start swaying them. Let's see if I can sway them to like me. Actually, they're currently at war with someone in my land, and I don't think they're going to win. So maybe I'll sway someone else. Maybe I'll just sway these because they're at war with them. They're at war with them 2 places. Them 3 places. Yeah. Well, we can hope that one of them take him. I find it wild that I haven't stepped foot personally into the Middle East and my vassals have just been trying to take that land. Like, that to me is kind of crazy. Huh. The smallpox seems to be a lot less deadly than history would make it out to be. What's my military at? Cool. I could just wage some more wars. Wars are always a good thing. War. Huh. What is it good for? That idiot changed his court language. Change it back. Why would you change your court language? Right. I mean, I could probably just, like, do more wars, because I don't think they're going to be anywhere near as powerful. Even if they all rose up against me, I don't think they're going to be good enough. Change her contract. Right. Well, we'll take war declaration off. And we'll give her scutage. Maybe. Yeah. Can also demand more payments. So have a look at some of these payments I can demand. See, I like playing games like this. They're very strategical. And also, when there's a bunch of people in chat, it's easier for me to talk to them. Because I don't have to keep hyper-focusing on what's happening on the stream. Sorry about that, I just needed to sneeze. I love how there's all these people without guardians. I wish there was somewhere that I could just like auto select guardians from, because I can't even be asked to actually sort them out. Right, we're gonna wage a couple more wars. We'll wage a war for the Kingdom of Bulgaria. And Philippopolis. Fill this cup up, Philippopolis. And we may as well just conquer that little place in the middle of them. Right, they have 20,000. I don't know why I'm looking how many troops they have, because I have miles more troops in them. I actually think they was maybe at war with each other, because their armies were already raised. Let's wage war against Paimon as well. There we go. Right, where's my flag? I'm sure I left it around here somewhere. Bro, it's bright red. It's bright red, how am I not seeing it? There it is. I'm not seeing it because it was a bit further up than I thought I'd left it. Idiot. 2 months to raise them. Cool. Sound for trains. Ah, look. If I'd have waited, we'd have been able to get bombards in this bitch. Let's unlock the sappers. Right, who was that? That was First Army of Verastra, Pliven, Lovech, Verol, Samadavisa. Right, they can all go that way. And then they can merge together. And they can march down there. Ah, those sneaky fooks decided to move. That's cute. They think they can take my my land. No worries. I don't mind a whack lake. That's completely fine. Welcome in the chat. It's a shame I haven't got the sound bites sorted out. Yeah, I'm so glad he managed to get his sorted out there. Yeah, I was having a little look, and it seemed like I needed the Ultra upgrade, or whatever it's called, the Premium, and that costs money. Unless I was just reading it wrong. I'll have to have a little look tomorrow, probably. Unless I have a look after stream tonight. Yeah, that's cool. Either way. It might be different because you're on PC and I'm not. But yeah, I'll either have a look after stream tonight or it'll be tomorrow. Depends how tired I am after stream. Because it's another warm day today. Yeah, I logged in through the browser one, and I also downloaded the app. It's just a different layout. It's kind of confusing at first. I swear down, if I ever made something like that, I'd change it so that it was like, if you're a streamer and you want to use our stuff, press here. Maybe in less words than that. It's just so strange though, because I set up all the alerts and everything. It's just so strange how it hasn't properly worked. I bet it's as simple as I need to click a button. I bet that's what it is. I bet there's just like one button I haven't clicked or something. Yeah, man. Honestly, I'm just appreciative of the help. Ah, he was my poet, and who'd have known it? He was a good poet. Right, how long is that gonna take? 10 years, lol. 3 years. Let's just take some more of these idiots' land then. It's going to be so funny after this, when I disband my armies and I just get bombards. Alright, that's them done. Get slapped. March onto them. They don't even have siege engines. Ah, that's interesting. Jarl Bragi took that land. Cool. Well, I'm not going to complain. I'd probably give it to someone like him anyway. go, I can take all that land, boom. And then they can just go over there and help them. Actually, they can go down there. And then they can meet in the middle. Right, let's have a look. Duchy of Philippopolis. Let's create the Duchy of Philippopolis. And we'll just grant this to some random fool. We'll give it to that dude because he's pretty high marshal. There we go. You are now the Jarl of Philippopolis. Where's the county of Shredits? Okay. I mean, you can have the county of Shredits as well. I've got no qualms about that. Alright, let's change your deets. Oh, it's Matweedy. Why did I give it to a Matweedy? I really dropped the ball there, didn't I? Fine, I guess I'm going to have a weak hook favour on him. I swear down there, if he changes faith, I'm going to murder him. The asshole. Oh, look at them, scarpering like rats, running away from my vast army. The other bad thing is as well with the blep sound effects, I tried to do it so that anyone who subscribed to me got 100% discount. Because honestly, I wasn't expecting anyone to subscribe to me. So it's like a sort of thank you for subbing to me. And that was the annoying part. Because I was just like, I know a couple of you were subscribed. I wanted to sort of like pay it back in my own way. Yeah, it's just like a nice thing to do, isn't it? But like, I mean, obviously I'd subscribe back, but I'm broke, so. Honestly though, once I get a job, I'll 100% subscribe back. Man, look how fast I'm taking East Land. I don't even care. There can just be accusations. Right now, I don't really care about the infighting. I'd rather just take more land. We're on an expansion kick. And I'm gonna pardon all these criminals. That was in prison. I'm gonna pardon all these criminals. We'll get a little bit of money from these idiots. I was watching something last night that seemed quite funny. I don't know the logistics of doing it though. But I enjoyed watching it. It was someone was playing Baldur's Gate 3 with their friends, and they decided in Act 1, after they'd cleared out Act 1, they decided to play a game of hide and seek. They had like a bunch of different mods on, so like we could transform into NPCs and stuff. And it was like they just decided to all go and hide, and one person had to find them. And as soon as No, one person hid and everyone else had to find them. Sorry. Yeah, that was how it was. And every time someone found them, they came out of that call and joined the other person's call. And just like either hid as well or whatever. Redeemed drop a quote. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually pretty funny. I'm not sure exactly what voice I'm supposed to do for that. So I'm not sure where it's from. However, I will just do a random one. "'Twas done." Oh, Lady Macbeth in Macbeth. Ah, okay. I haven't seen that for quite a while. I will try my best lady voice. Although I can't really go quite high-pitched enough. "'Twas done, is done, it cannot be undone. Might as well put on your night clothes and wash your hands." And then just for banter. Ooh. Absolute cinema. My granddaughter can marry. You got pretty Ted stats, if I'm going to be honest. Let's just find some Chad. He's 63, he's giving you 0 kids. You can get married to this Chad. And another granddaughter. You've got pretty good stats. Let's find another Chad. Another Chad who's not old. There we go. They're related, but I don't care. Keep it in the family. Hashtag keeping it in the family. Right. There we go. That's done. You match into there. Create this duchy. And then we'll just give this duchy to a random dude. A random Norse dude, of course. Don't want to be making that mistake again. Yeah, I'm not as sophisticated as other people when it comes to things like Macbeth. I did that sort of stuff at school, but I can't really remember a lot about it. Was it even Macbeth I did? It's funny because we did English literature, obviously, and there was like 3 different things we did what was supposed to be included on the test out of a potential 21, I think it was. And when we went in to do the test, the choices that was there, none of them was what we covered. So I was just there like, I'm going to fail this. Just chuckles, I'm in danger. And that is why I failed English literature. Because we learn all about sexual innuendos and getting told off for farting and learning about things that I wasn't supposed to even be doing on the test. Yeah, I can't remember if it was Macbeth. I think one of them was a Merchant of Venice. Taming of a Shrew, Julius Caesar and Othello. Ooh. They're quite sophisticated literature, to be fair. Oh oh Romeo, where art thou, Romeo? I'm over here, my love. It's coarse, rough, and it gets everywhere. I don't like Shakespeare. It's coarse, rough, and it gets everywhere. Yeah, I know one of the books we did was a flea. Although I don't think that was like proper literature. And it was real funny because when we was doing the flea, it's like we was looking for like sexual innuendos and stuff in there, which was what the teacher actually wanted us to be doing, by the way. Not like we was just a bunch of sad teenagers and decided to do that. And it's like we had the strictest teacher in English literature. Like, he wasn't allowed a sense of humour, he wasn't allowed to laugh at crude jokes, but then we were supposed to be finding sexual innuendos within literature. Like, okay then. A bunch of 14, 15-year-olds and we're not going to be giggling at the innuendos. I don't know how they worked that one out. Bro, my arm is proper dying. I should really be splitting them up and gaining some reinforcements back, but I can't be bothered. You know when your arm is just that big? Like, not to brag, bro, but my arm is like 12 times the size of yours. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, I don't hate Shakespeare. I just don't like it as much as other people. It's quite interesting actually because we did drama until year 9, I think it was, and then we had our choices, and I obviously didn't pick drama. I was quite shy in school, and then after school I came massively out my shell. Like, if I had to go and do drama again now, I reckon I'd probably nail it because I'm just crazy. But in school I was proper rubbish at it because I didn't like performing in front of people. More smallpox. I think my favourite thing to do when we was doing drama was like the actual pre-drama games. So we had like what the tutor or teacher called warm-up games, and one of them was Wink Murder. I actually loved Wink Murder. I thought that was quite funny. Made me feel like Batman or someone. Oh shit, I was pouring my drink and I forgot to pause it. Well, it's not like I'm gonna lose the war, is it? I'm assuming if your rating system's the same as ours, that you got an A or an A star. Which is like top marks, basically. Which I find kind of strange that they stopped at A, when a lot of places it's like, nah, S is the best. You play video games and... Oh, the typecast, yeah. Oh, that's lame. To be fair though, some of the best actors out there are typecast. I mean, look at Sean Bean. He dies in pretty much everything he's in. He's renowned as one of the best at dying. If Sean Bean's in something, you want to bet he's probably going to die. One does not simply just starring a show and not die. I don't think so. Because he's Uriel Septim's son. I believe he's Martin. I don't think Martin dies. I also can't believe I actually won that battle when my men are all starving. Like, how did I win that battle if I had a lot more men-at-arms than that? Yeah, I didn't think Martin could die in it. And now I'm defending. Alright. Alright then. We're gonna have a mad thing. Yeah, no problem, mate. I'll catch you when Weck's not busy. It's all good. It's like that scene in Harry Potter. He's gone. Well, you can't expect him to stay around all day, can you? Right, now I am going to spread my troops out. Probably not even going to have enough. I'm going to have to split them in half again. And maybe even again. It's going to be like in Marvel Rivals when Bucky's just slamming down all over the place. Just, again! That gave me absolute nightmares the first time I heard that. I was just like, minding my own business. I just heard Bucky scream from above, just, again! See, there's too many even for that. This is the only problem logistically when you have this many troops. Right. Let's split them in half. Split them in half. Split them in half. And split them in half. And right. There we go. So. Right. So they're going to there. You know, I completely lose track of all my people who I've got. Right, they're not going anywhere. They can just go there. They can just go there. They can just go there. They can go there. They can go there. Oh, I went to the big Tesco's earlier today, and I got some sushi. It was real nice. Although it's not like sushi. I know that whole sentence probably didn't even make sense. Like, what's sushi? It's not like the proper raw stuff that the Japanese eat. But it is nice. If I'm going to be honest, the thought of eating actually raw fish kind of makes me feel a little bit ill. I don't even really like smoked salmon. that's the closest thing to raw fish that I'd eat. To be fair, actually, as an adult, I probably would like it now. But I remember when I was a kid, well, a teen, and my mum made me it, and I was just like, yeah, nah, this ain't it. I ate it for a little bit, I think, and then went off it. I guess I'm too common to like the sophisticated things in life. Give me a pie or a burger. Burger. That's the 7th and the 6th of... I'm not even going to try and pronounce that name. Also, who am I defending against? Them. Hellas. Why the hell are Hellas attacking me? Also, why did I send 2 people there? The 3rd Army. You can go there, bro. Right. Doesn't need to stop our army from dying. That's basically what I need to do. They can convert faith. Get these orthodox dickheads out of our land. So I don't even really need to do anything with this war. I could just sit here and just like camp. Just hitch up a tent and camp. Be like a sniper on Call of Duty. I'm just camping up in this bitch. Bro, there's 24,000 there. I could like have 2 people over there. I didn't even need to split my army that much. I could have just had like a bunch of them over there. And that was 24,000. Yeah, they're not going to come from up there. They're going to come from down there. So I'll just like slowly march my troops. And just camp the border. We're going to hitch a tent up on our border. Like, they're too busy fighting someone down there anyway. I don't know who the hell they're fighting. It's almost like we've got a civil war for run or something. I've just seen the place that we converted to faith was called Sukhma. Our family name's Long Dick, and we just converted the faith of Sukhma. Oh, they're apparently losing troops now. Go back there then. I mean, I could march down there and just like take the land, but is there any point really? Ah, they're marching up here. Well, you're about to get dicked. Oh yeah, I forgot I had a bunch of prisoners. Can I ransom anyone? I can. I can ransom a lot of them. She can be shield maiden. We'll do that. Ransom a few more people. Bum, 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 bum. Get ransomed. I can negotiate an alliance with this dude. No, I can't. Can change his contract, but there's no point. Actually, get rid of fortification rights. No. Idiot. Get rid of war declaration. There we go. Gonna pardon some criminals. Boom. And then we'll unpause it just so it don't crash. Because I don't like doing too many things at once. Ah, yes. Good. Good. Execute Order 66. Can unlock a new perk for the learning lifestyle. Go open-minded. Apparently I've got a rival. I'm sure he'll die on his own accord. 4th, 2nd, 10th and 9th. Do 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 do. I should probably like marry these idiots off. Well, he's kind of rubbish. So I don't care who he marries because he's kind of rubbish. What are you? You're not bad. Matrilineal marry her. Ha, that person's stupid. You're stupid. I mean, to be fair, no matter who I marry her off to, she's probably going to be related to him. She can marry his grandson. There we go. I'm well aware there's a chance of the kids being inbred, but I also don't care. That's what I wanted to see. Nice little autosave. Ransom more prisoners. I'm tempted to just like march down there and try and tech them. They're apparently marching up to me. Fair enough. We're just going to march over there like Tuscan Raiders. We're going to march single file to cover our numbers. I just realised there was only 1,000 of them and I've sent like 30,000 over there. Like, that's a bit of an overreaction really, isn't it? Danush returns. I have no idea who Danush is. He dies though because he won't convert. We all know what happens when you don't convert. You get the axe. Chop chop. Although maybe I shouldn't joke about axe-related incidents, given the fact that 3 of my rulers have had axe-related incidents when chopping wood. Actually kind of hilarious. Do 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 do. Now and then I think of when we were together. Yeah, they literally didn't know what hit them then. Are they taking... Wait a minute. I love some war score. I love some war score, but I want to fight. Are they taking some of my land somewhere? Ragusa. Why are they on my source? Where is the source? Where's Ragusa? No, normally you can see him from quite far out. I'm getting annoyed with him. I might just match their land. Where's my siege engines? Who has my siege engines? You have siege engines. And I know someone over here does. There we go. I'm just gonna match him. I'm getting fed up of his shit. So I'm gonna match him. Quite interestingly, they had the same idea. Let the swarm attack. Swarm, charge them. Get him. Dodoria, give the command. Zarbon, give the command. Get him. Just gonna pop them open. Just be like, oh hello, darling. Be careful, I bite. Haha. You fell for the classic blunder. Gotti. What's that? Do 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 do. So I just need to read that message. It wasn't very important. Why are you not in the battle? There's 30,000 troops just stood watching. 20,000 in battle absolutely destroying, and 30,000 just stood there watching. Playing with the swords, I'm assuming. They just felt like, well, they can't possibly need our help. I'm sure they've got this. There is, of course, 20,000 of them. Twen 20,000 troops have been deployed with another 30,000 well on the way. The cloners on Camino, they will be proud. Holy shitballs, I've got 19,000 gold. I should probably be using this money. There we go, I'm now broke again. Just like that, I'm broke. Like, I had £17,000. Or ducats. It's ducats in this, not pounds. There we go. Boom. What the hell? He paid me 4,615 ducats from that defensive war. Yeah, that's why I like the defensive wars. They pay you a shitload of money. Right. I am over the vassal limit by 7. So I need to start giving away some vassals. Or make another kingdom. Let's make the kingdom of Bulgaria. It's Bulgaria? I know where we are. Nod, Nol. It's in Bulgaria. Wow, you're so smart, buddy. He can be the king of Bulgaria. There we go. So he's now taken some vassals. We'll just give him some lesser vassals. I should maybe have checked to see if there was anyone who hated me. Oh no, I don't want to give him it. He was my royal architect. I nearly give him my royal architect. I need to pay close attention to the fine print on this. He's just my normal basic vassal, so you can have him. Right, is there anyone who hates me? He still hates me. Can I give you a vassal? And then maybe you'll stop trying to hate me. This is an easy way to get people to like you in this game. Like, if you're your king and they're trying to overthrow you, you just give them a vassal. You'll eventually get, like, plenty of vassals anyway. You just need to make sure you don't give them an important vassal. So I try and pick a vassal with rubbish stats, who's not like a champion or anything. I'll give him this guy. There we go. I mean, I don't actually know if that worked. I don't know if he likes me anymore. Maybe I've like maxed out his ability to like me. Right, I still need to give away one more vassal. I mean, if that guy's not going to like me any more than he currently does, I don't really want to give him another vassal because he can go... He can actually go, like, eat a dick. In fact, not just one dick. He can eat, like, an entire bag of dicks. Are they independent? That's interesting. I think they've, like, had some sort of civil war and got independence from their other king. Because I'm sure that was Ireland down there. Although, to be fair, I do have the King of Ireland currently locked up in jail, so... that could also be it. He can't really be winning any wars when he's locked up in jail. There we go. So I'm now back under the limit, which means I will be earning a proper amount of money. Because I believe it's every vassal you're over, you lose a percentage of your money. You're a good heir. Let's find you a very good person to marry off to. Unfortunately, a lot of them, they're going to be related. I've only just seen I've got 19,000 renown points as well. Right, that's annoying me. We'll just go with relevance. You can just go with hair. Again, the food's related, but I don't care. You're not related. And see, I want someone with good stats. Screw it, you can go with them. Prince Egil. But why are you lying for? What places do other people like playing as? Like, where do other people normally start on this game? Because I've had very varied starts. My first ever start was in Iceland, and I got absolutely shit on. I was like, oh yeah, I'll play as an island. That'll be quite easy. And I didn't understand the mechanics of the game because I was dumb. I mean, it's the same with every game, isn't it? You start off and you're just like, yeah, I'm going to try and learn the mechanics of a game. But I didn't realise that Ireland's apparently the easiest start on the game. And then after I did the Iceland one, and I decided I was just going to learn the mechanics of the game playing as Iceland, I started again as Wessex, I think it was, in the early start date, and I started forming the British Empire. I got fairly far, and then like there was a bunch of infighting, and a few people went independent, and I was like, right, well, we're going to do stuff. I kept clicking on the other save and it was annoying me, so I went to delete it, but I accidentally deleted the wrong one, and I deleted my England save, and I was really annoyed. So I decided to start again, somewhere in what I'm affectionately calling Asia. I started like over here somewhere. I started in Dickin. I got a Dickin. Next to Gyatting. I just like took over there. But this is definitely the most land I've had since I've been playing. I mean, that's an awful lot of land. When I was playing over here, I had took all of that. I took around there. Ah, we've got our first bot. Drop me a follow. And I took all the way up here as well. I took like, I think I took to about there. Yeah, I took to about there. And like Mongolia decided to invade me, and I pushed their shit in. Mongolia tried to invade me on this actually when the Catholics was invading me, and I pushed their shit in as well. So that's 2-0 to me against Mongolia. Right, you can be training the commanders. My royal architect is Paul. Well, he can be it then. He's Excellency. Hola, soy Dora. Can you say backpack? Well, you won't convert. We all know what that means. Bring me the buckets of rats and a torch. Bring me the slippery eels and a pipe. Bring me the strawberry jam and the gallon of ants. We will get the information out of you, traitor. Ooh, I learnt of that guy's witch secret. Fair enough. Again, I don't know how, like, we've randomly become witches. Because I didn't... Yeah, still a good map paint though, yeah. I mean, look at it. Once all these pop-ups stop. Look at how much of a map I have. Right, it's going to be my goal before the end of this game. I definitely want the top half of the map. Like, so we're going from, like, up here. I definitely think that's an obtainable goal. Up here. But I kind of want, like, this part as well. Obviously, I'm going to try and take as much of it as possible. But I don't know how much of it I actually will be able to take. Man, it's so fun. This game is so goddamn fun. Just ransom him. We'll recruit these. I try not to kill people on this too much. Because, especially the young ones, because a lot of the times you can marry them. Oh man, you started an Ironman run as a single county Welshman. That's sick. I can't wait until I bring out the new DLC, where you can start as, like, unlanded. Because I don't believe on the base game you can start as unlanded. I mean, obviously I have all the console DLC up to now, but I know on the PC they've got a lot more. Once that comes out on console, whenever that'll be, I think I'm going to try and do, like, an unlanded run. And I think I'm just going to not be landed at all. I'm just going to stay, like, unlanded. And I'm just going to be an absolute menace. Yeah, we don't have hackers and modders, yeah. Honestly, some of the mods look pretty dope. I've been watching, there was someone who was doing one playthrough on YouTube, and then obviously the CC with the Game of Thrones one. See, I've never watched Game of Thrones, so we'll make my horse fierce, because I don't know what that does. I know the others increase my prowess. A fierce and enduring warhorse. Right, let's have a look at the book. Prowess, prestige, stress, loss, and advantage. What's that? Seriously? Communist laughing my ass off. What is that? Because I haven't watched Game of Thrones. In all fairness, I was going to watch Game of Thrones. Like, I was literally so close to watching it, and someone went, "Oh no, you shouldn't watch it because the last season's absolutely shit." There was like, the last season's absolutely shit. And then they spoiled it for me. There was like, this happens. I'm like, I actually said, I said something so foul I probably will get banned if I repeat it on stream. I just looked at him dead in the eye and I was like, you motherfucker. I was like, are you being serious right now? Because everyone's saying to watch it, and now you've just gone and fucking spoiled it. Just wanted to pull him close and be like, listen here, you old shit. There we go. I can get this cultural emissary, prestige, and different culture opinion. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's like I don't. So I'm weird. Well, just talking to me, you probably know that. I didn't need to preface what I'm about to say with that. But I'm weird, and when people overhype things, and when everybody likes something, I don't get on the popular hype. It's like Walking Dead. So I was recommended by a few people to watch a Walking Dead. I was like, oh, what's it about? I was like, oh, it's about zombies and stuff. I was like, oh, well, you didn't make it sound very interesting. I was like, no, honestly, it's really interesting. You'll like it. You should watch it. But then everyone was talking about it. I was like, oh, yeah, it's just going to be this shit overhype thing. And I'll watch The Walking Dead and I was hooked. I watched the first episode and I was just like walking around just going, Coral! Coral! Honestly, I actually loved The Walking Dead. I don't watch it anymore. I fell off when a specific character died, who I'm not going to mention in case you decide to actually watch it. But I think I got to season 7 or season 6. Yeah, you can only run and move camp so many times, exactly. But yeah, I absolutely fucked hard with it. Right. Can I take on Thessalonica? Or will I have a truce with them? No, I don't have a truce with them. Right. So we're going to take on Thessalonica. Do I have any factions hating me? No. Right. And then we're going to take on these dickheads. Ah, we have a truce with them dickheads. So it must have been those who attacked me. Right. Right, I could take on Hellas. Yeah, we'll take on Hellas. Right. So we're going to have Thessalonica, and then we're going to have Hellas. But yeah, man, I absolutely loved Walking Dead. I loved it that much. I went to a few of the Walking Dead conventions, and it was seriously dope. Like, I met a few of the actors from The Walking Dead, and honestly, I never had a bad encounter with any of the actors. I know a few of them did, and like a few of them said they didn't like Stephen Ogg when they met him. Ooh, watching the Tudors, interesting. But yeah, I know a lot of people, like a few people said, oh, I didn't like Stephen Ogg when they met him. But I think that's probably because they said something about Trevor from Walking Dead, and he hates being associated with Trevor from The Walking Dead. He's like, I'm not just a character, I'm a person. And he actually hates it when people call him Trevor, because he's like, that's not my name, my name's Stephen. Which, fair enough, you know what I mean? Yeah, Negan, man. Oh, Negan's so funny. He's such a bastard. I think I have a thing for bastards. I think it's because I'm a nice guy in real life. I just have a thing for absolute bastards. He's just very, he's just like rubs his nose with his thumb. He's just like, little pig, let me in. Damn, took it like a champ. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I root for the bad guys because I'm just a good guy in real life. So I'm just like, yeah, I kind of want to be an evil dickhead sometimes, but life don't let you. I mean, technically, I could be an evil dickhead, but I'm also pocket sized, so you know. Ricky's a full-blown Jedi, yeah. 100%. Man, just such good vibes from that dude. Hashtag good vibes. Good vibes only. I'm like when Anakin combines with Mace. I'm so chill until I get bloodlust and rage. Yeah. To be fair, me too, man. Me too. Can I split them? I mean, I know I can split them. You know, that wasn't a question for me asking community, can I split them? Because I know I can split them. It was more of a, should I split them? But yes, I should. Let me ask you a question. I wanted to ask a question, but I'll shave it for later. The cowards are running away from me again. Don't let your hatred for me blind you. You are a traitor to the Galactic Republic. You will be part of my new empire. Your new empire? Anakin, the Sith are evil. Well, from my point of view, the Jedi are evil. Well, then you are lost. And then just out of nowhere, what about the droid attack on the Wookiees? They can just go over there. Oh, I was going to get Bombads, wasn't I? I was going to get the Bombad General. Damn it. Why did I forget to get the Bombads? I had 41,000 points today in a round and was still fourth. Holy hell. What's this? The Melee Reformation. Khan Juyudan, a prominent figure amongst Meleeists, has gathered every Unia in the land together to discuss their beliefs and establish an official doctrine of a pagan faith, encouraging cooperation and tolerance even towards non-believers, and have requested the aid of spirits to help guide. The burgeoning movement has decided not to instate a religious head, preferring instead to let each Unia determine what teachings. A great holy war or two will push these heathens. We'll put these heathens in their place. You're probably a hippie, you like cats and flowers, and boom a rock. I mean, there's not wrong with being a hippie. Honestly, if you're part of different groups of people that I belong to, you probably think I have split personality disorder. I'm a changeling. It's not specifically that I deliberately act different around people. It's just that I'm well aware that other people around me have different likes, wants and needs. So I sort of bend myself to accommodate them more, I guess. It's like there's a bunch of my friends who are like really nerdy like me. So my friends who are really nerdy like me, I'll talk about like nerdy stuff with them. But then I have friends who are into sports and stuff. So it's like the friends who are into sports, I won't talk about nerdy stuff because a lot of them don't appreciate the nerdy stuff. And then I have like a bunch of different types of music that I like. A very recent thing was my love for metal music. I think it was 3-4 years ago. Maybe not that long ago, actually. Maybe like 2.5 years ago. I found a love of metal music. I always liked Dragon Force, which is obviously power metal. But, I don't know, I just didn't associate myself with liking metal. I can't remember who it was I was listening to. It might have been Sabaton. One of my friends was like, "Oh, you like metal, don't you?" I was like, I mean, I guess so. I was like, "Well, you like Dragon Force, so have a listen to this." And I put some Sabaton on. I was like, "Holy shit, where has this been my entire life? Like, what the hell? I've gone my entire life not listening to this class music." Yeah, I never joined a clique. I was just like, I was who I was. I didn't see the point of cliques. I got on with everyone. You played football, track, foreign language club, was homecoming king, student council president, all over the place. But then you like nerdy stuff too. Oh, that's conundrum. Yeah. I never played sports properly, but that's just because I'm pocket size and I have a visual impairment. Let me try and put my teeth in. I have a visual impairment. I didn't play sports. I was in a five-a-side football team for a little while, but I was absolutely shit. Like, I had a shot on goal, and I missed. Oh, when I say football, I mean like soccer, is what y'all would call it. I was part of a five-a-side team. It was just a work thing. I did it just to get fitter. People didn't know I excited in high school, especially girls that played basketball badly and acted. I had a really bad time in high school. I'm not gonna lie. I got bullied a lot, so I just tried to keep my head down. Existed. Yeah, I tried not to exist. I remember one of the first days of high school. So when we went into the first year of high school, I was like, I had like the sort of, you know how like you watch a prison movie and it's like if anyone starts on you, you just take a swing at the biggest, fattest person there, and you'll gain a lot of respect. Well, yeah, that happened to me. Someone picked me up by my backpack, so I slipped the handles of like my backpack where I was wearing it, just turned around and punched him square in the balls. It didn't work out well because there was 4 of them. And at that point, I don't even think I wasn't even fully grown yet. I think I probably wasn't even 5 foot. There's just these human columns looming over me. I don't even know where I found the braveness to do that. Honestly, I love learning stuff. I was part of the student council there, but there's a funny reason why I was part of the council. So they was looking for people to be a part of it, and someone was like, "Oh, Lewis, you should be a part of it because you've always got an answer for something." I was like, I kind of like arguing, playing devil's advocate. There's a difference. I don't know a lot, but I'll put my 5 pence in. It was like, yeah, you should do it. I was like, well, what's the benefit? Do they actually do anything? And it was like, you get fed sandwiches at lunchtime. I was like, fuck, you didn't need to say anything else. I'll be there for the sandwiches. So I turned up just for the sandwiches. Needless to say, I only stayed on for a year. And the best thing is, my mum actually packed my lunch as well, so I had like the food my mum was packing me up, and sandwiches. So I could trade food with people. I could like trade my sandwiches for people for snacks. Man, some of them at school had it all figured out. There was this whole ban of unhealthy food that happened. So in years 7 and 8, I think maybe 9 as well, there was like, oh yeah, we're going to have this tuck shop and we're going to serve good cafeteria food. And I'm blaming Jamie Oliver for this. Jamie Oliver getting rid of the turkey Twizzlers and trying to make school food healthy. So that little prick decided to have this crusade against school kids being fat and making all food healthy. So then our school food got absolutely terrible. And it was like, oh yeah, we're not letting you out to the centre as well. So some of the people decided to like sneak out to the centre and buy a bunch of unhealthy food, smuggle it in a school and sell it. It was making an absolute bomb. Unfortunately, I didn't do that though. But yeah, I mean, I'd have probably had my stuff stolen off me anyway. Rickety. Rickety said, thanks for the help, CC. Yeah, man, I'm so glad you're helping us both. I'm so glad you actually managed to get your stuff sorted, Rickety. Davies, I took 2 girls I worked with out to dinner once, unbeknownst to them. It was an interview of who I was going to date next. Wow! What a Chad move. And then there's me sitting over here. Wait, you guys are getting dates? It was quite funny actually when I was at work. A lot of people thought I was in a relationship with someone that I worked with because we flirted all the time. And we was both like, no, we just enjoy flirting. It's part of the banter. And there was like people spreading rumours that we was like in a relationship and stuff. And I was just like, no, we're just friends. But then a rumour went around the workplace that we was like sleeping with each other and stuff, and it's just like, I kind of wish I was the player that they're accusing me of being, but I really aren't. Oh mate, D&D, yeah. D&D Max Grizz. It's weird because I always say that in real life my charisma's probably low. I don't think it is. I just think when it comes to the whole relationship aspect of it, I think that's where I have my low charisma. I think my charisma overall is probably like a 13 or a 14. Because I do feel I'm quite likeable. And I can talk the ass off a doorknob. what stat would even be my best, Ricky says. I don't know, actually. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, from your streams I've watched, I'd say charisma's pretty high. Like, I enjoy listening to you sing and shit, and that's quite a high charisma stat. Like, to be able to captivate an audience when you sing and do voices, you gotta have high charisma for that. I am a bard incapable of flirting. Subvert those cliches. Subvert those cliches. You don't have to be the horny type of bard. Right, what was this kingdom? Kingdom of Hellas. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know what my best stat would be. I'm 5'3", and I got a bit of a dodgy shoulder, so that means strength's not there. Like, I'll probably have an average in strength. I have the dexterity of a badly thrown brick, so I definitely don't think dex is my highest one. I mean, I trip walking on flat pavement, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I definitely don't think it's dexterity. I wouldn't say I'm the most intelligent of people, but wisdom, however, I think I'm quite wise. I might not be the smartest person when it comes to book smarts, but I know how to utilise the intelligence I've got. I'd say my wisdom's probably kind of high. I don't think my charisma's bad. I think it's certain aspects of my charisma could be better. So I'd say for me, it's either wisdom or charisma is probably my best stat if we're going by D&D class. Could sell ketchup popsicle to a woman in white gloves. Yeah, that's one way to put it. I mean, everyone tells me I'm funny, and that's quite a charismatic thing, isn't it? Being funny. And I think that ties into wisdom. You need to know how and when to be funny. I think humour is one of the most important things a person can have. If you can't laugh about stuff, what can you do? Or as I always say, life's a joke and death is the punchline. I mean, I'm a bit of an enigma because I get on with people just as well online as I do in person. The only difference is I have a touch of autism, so I'm better in person because I can pick up on the social cues, which sounds very opposite of what I've just said. Because a lot of people who have autism, they struggle to pick up on social cues. I think when someone's texting, you never You don't get any nuance of how things are coming across. And when I'm messaging people, I can be quite sarcastic. Davis, I can talk to a 6-year-old and a 66-year-old. I just alter my brain. Yeah, same. Same. Yeah, that it probably does explain it, CC. It's weird, right? Because I've always thought I was a bit weird, but then I started hanging around with people who were more like me. I guess you could say weird in the biggest air quotes, because, I'm not going to flame my friends and say they're weird. I'm weird. I can say I'm weird, but I'm not going to flame my friends and say they're weird. But I started hanging around people who were more like me, and one of my friends pointed it out. Like, one of my friends who was, like, neurotypical, I think the term is, and it was like, yeah, there's a reason you're hanging around with them, Lewis. It's because they're all like autistic like you. And I looked at him and I was like, motherfucker, I'm not autistic. What are you on about? It's like, really? You're not autistic? You've never been tested? I was like, no. I was told I was a naughty kid at school, and the fact that I couldn't sit still and I didn't pay attention, but that was just because I'm a boisterous kid. My friend kind of like pulled her face and was like, maybe you should get tested. I was thinking, wait a minute, he has a point. It would explain a few things about my behaviour. Like, when I first started my job in retail, I used to get really overwhelmed by all the loud noises and stuff. Like, I never associated it with, like, autism, because obviously I didn't know about it back then. Autism wasn't really a thing. Like, you was just naughty. And it's like, I remember my first week in retail, and it was absolutely hell. There was just all the noises coming on, and all the customers all sort of like surrounding me and asking me all these questions. I started to get a really bad headache, and I started panicking, and I was just like, look, I just need to like go, and I just hid in a freezer for like 40 minutes and started tidying the freezer. I was like, what the hell? I'll put it down to me being 16 and really young. But now I look back on it, that yeah, I think that was probably a sign. But obviously I've not been diagnosed, so. Davies says, I'm super empathetic. It helped me, a good leader at work. I was a terrible class student, but an excellent test taker. I love being clutch when my back's against the wall. Yeah, exactly. It's like, you're just that guy, aren't you? The reliable person everyone can sort of lean on. CC says, I find most people are just very self-absorbed. Everyone's in a rush and there's very little time for patience or empathy. Yeah. And you definitely find that working in any sort of customer-facing job, especially like retail. Like, I absolutely fucking despised all those people. And they'd come up to you and they'd just be real angry, and it's like, daddy, chill. Nah, I'm quite a laid-back person. I never used to be. Like, back when I was a young man. Young man. I said, young man. Sorry, my train came off the tracks there. When I was a young man, I was very angry. I think it was partially to do with all the shit that I faced at school. And it took me a while for me to get all of my anger under control. I still have, obviously, the odd day where, I wake up and choose violence. But I'm definitely a hell of a lot better now than I was. I have broad shoulders, I'll carry a team anywhere. Unless it's let me in Battlefront. Oh, thanks, man. Honestly, I'm not that good. Like, when we're against VAI, I'm like shit off a stick. But when we're against actual people who know how to shoot, I suck balls. I basically eat an entire bag of dicks. Let me playing Battlefront is like top 5 Star Wars content for me. Much better than what's on most of Disney Plus, lol. Yeah, I mean, thank you. I'll take that as a massive compliment. Also, to be fair, Disney Plus is kind of shit right now. Who the fuck? He wants that guy. Fair enough. He can have that guy. Yeah, man. Obviously, I'll still be in the chat and stuff. Don't worry about that. You know what's a shame? That I can't share videos to Discord. You can only share like 20, 30-second videos to Discord, I think it is. Because I tried to share some from when I went to Liverpool, and it was like, yeah, the file's too big. And I didn't take any pictures. I just shared some like, I just had videos. But when the Liverpool team bus was passing us, we was literally, I could have stuck my hand out and touched the bus. We was literally in spitting distance of the players on the open top bus, and it was all like waving at us. Oh my god, it was sick. Like, I'm not the biggest soccer fan in the world, but I do like my soccer, and obviously I'm saying soccer for you lot. I'd call it football, but it's easier for you to understand. I'm not talking about American football. And like, if I was going to support any team, it probably would have been Liverpool. But for me, I can't call myself a true supporter of them, because you have to go and watch them at their ground, or at least in person at an away ground. I've been to a couple of Wycombe Wanderers games. They're a team based in London area, Wycombe. It's like sort of the outskirts of London. And that was fun. I really enjoyed going to them. And the only reason I went to them team games was because I have friends who are from there, and they just invited me on a trip. So it was like, I know you don't really like football or soccer, but you enjoy getting drunk. Do you want to come to York and get drunk with us? And York's not that far away from where I live, so I was like, yeah, I'll hop on the train and we'll go for a little drink in York. Why not? Yeah, but booze and a good time. Bearing in mind, I'd only met like 2 or 3 of them before. I think it was 3 of them, because one of them used to be my boss, and he was like one of the most chillest boss ever. One of them was my boss, and 2 of them was his friends who lived in or around where I live. So I'd met them before a few times, but there was like 12 of us when we met them up there, and it was like, I'd never met them before, and I felt like I'd knew them ages. There was this one guy called Ruben, and me and Ruben, we just clicked. We had the same sort of sense of humour, and he was just such a funny guy. I was like, at half time, I was absolutely wankered. Like, we took a crate each on the train there, a crate of 12. Bearing in mind, I'm small. 12 beers or ciders for me is quite a lot. So we drank 12 before we'd even actually started watching it. And then we went to a few pubs beforehand. We'd had a big breakfast. We had lunch, a little bit of lunch when we got there in a pub. And it was half time. I was like, damn, I need to sober up. And Ruben was like, oh, let's go get some food. So I was like, oh yeah, let's go get some food. I was like, I wonder what they do. I don't want a hot dog because I know what goes into hot dogs. It's all mechanically recovered meat and it's not good meat at all. So I got a burger while Ruben was in toilet, and I ate this burger and I was like, man, this burger tastes like wet dog. It was not a nice burger. It was just like this dog burger was so bad. And Ruben's like, yeah, I need to get one though because I need to sober up. I was like, fuck it, I'll have another one. So I went back and got another dog burger. and for like months, this dog burger thing, like it became like an in-game joke, like a sort of like inner joke of us all. Just like sharing memes about dog burgers and stuff. Rickety said, I'ma have to do some extra streams. Lemmy's too awesome. His sense is heavy. Loss is heavy. His loss is heavy. Yeah, man. Like I say, like I've posted in a Discord for everybody to like watch you lot while I'm away. And feel free to post in a Discord when you're streaming. Because I don't know how many of them have actually followed you. But yeah, while I'm away, just like post in the Discord, be like, you know, feel free to watch us and that. I would say 5'11's hella tall. That's like a whole 2 foot taller than me. I'm slightly exaggerating, I'm 5'3". But if you stood next to me, I'd definitely have to like tilt my head all the way back. Yo, Kite, welcome in. Bit more of a chill stream today. Bit more of a chill stream. It's weird because I don't feel like I've progressed very far, like time-wise. And then I look at the map. I swear, whenever I be looking in the mirror, I feel like a small man compared to the other guy. I can't even reach the mirrors. They put the mirrors too high for me. When I used to go on nights out around town and that, I used to obviously when you go to toilet and wash your hands and that, there'd be mirrors there, and I used to be like looking to try and like see how my hair was and that, and I'd realise I could only see like literally the top of my head in the mirror. I'd be there like having to tiptoe just to see my face. Short person problems. You know the worst thing about being short? It's getting caught on door handles. You're in a rush and you're walking past a door. You want to bet that door handle reaches out and grabs you. Or maybe that's just because I'm clumsy. I remember one time when I was at my mum's, when I lived there, and the cat wasn't supposed to go outside because it had been fighting, and I'd accidentally not shut the door properly, and my mum was coming home from work. I saw the cat make a beeline for the door. I tried to chase it, and as I run after it, I got hooked on the door, and I was like literally just hanging off the fucking door handle. My mum starts like, oh god damn it, the cat's got out, and then she comes in, just sees me hanging off a door handle. I'm just there like, hey, don't mind me, I'm just hanging around. I had a friend once who was like 5'8", 5'9", and he always used to complain about being short. And I'd be there, I'd just be like looking up at him. I'm like, bro, what you on about? You shot. Although, ironically, when I used to work in retail, I used to get people coming in and asking me to reach them stuff. Like, customers used to come in and be like, oh, excuse me, can you get me this down from a shelf? I'd turn around and I'd look at them and be like, dude, you're taller than me. If you can't reach it, how do you expect me to reach it? They was like, well, don't you have a stool or something? I was like, yes, I have a stool, but that's beside the point. Like, don't you see the irony of you asking somebody shorter than you to reach from something? Like, are you trying to be funny or are you being serious right now? Like, I thought everyone was just taking the piss. Yeah, the human ladder, exactly. I remember one time the area manager came in. And he started complaining because one of the cabinets wasn't full, like it was almost empty. And he was like, oh, who's in charge of the frozen section for not doing a very good job? This freezer's almost empty. I'm going to have words with them. I just turned around, I was like, yep, that's me. Would you like to step into my office and we'll have a chat about it? I was like, oh, your office? I was like, yeah, we'll step in the office. I directed him to the freezer, and I was like, oh, so welcome to my office. What appears to be a problem? And it's like, oh, well, the freezer's empty. Do you think you're doing a good enough job? I was like, you've come in with a bit of an attitude, haven't you? Would you like to change the way you're speaking to me? Or are you going to continue down this path and get spoke to in the same way? And he's just like, oh, what are you on about? I'm the area manager, I can speak to you however I like. It's just like, not in my freezer, you can't. This is my domain. You might be the area manager, but I don't answer to you, I answer to my manager. And she treats me with respect. Yeah, exactly. It was like, well, are you going to do something about the freezer? Because it's not in my swamp. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like, are you going to do something about this freezer because it's a disgrace? I was like, yeah, I could do something about the freezer. And I pointed to the top shelf. I was like, do you fancy reaching these boxes down for me? Because the ladder's broken. It only has 3 wheels. And the chicken that's supposed to go in there, they're over the legal lifting limit. So I physically and legally cannot get them down from the shelf. And if you attempt to force me, then you are liable for prosecution under the unsafe working laws. And he just looked at me and he was like, he knew that he was in the wrong, but he was too stubborn to accept it. He just looked at me, and you could see the hatred swelling up in his eyes. He was like, damn, this mouthy little twat's got me. I was like, if you find someone to get these down from me who's at least 6'5", because that's how tall you'd need to be to reach them, by all means, I will fill them up. I was like, actually, you was having a bit of a bit of a pop at me. Why don't you get them down for me? We'll see if you can do the job. And then after you've got him down for me, we'll see if your shoulder hurts. He just sort of like walked out the freezer shaking his head. And afterwards my boss pulled me to a side and she was like, Lewis, what did you say to the area manager? Because he was really annoyed. I was like, well, I only told him the truth. If he's going to come in and be a dick, he's going to get it back, isn't he? She just sort of laughed at me. She was like, what are we going to do with you? Like, honestly, I don't know. I need something. A new set of ladders would be a good idea. I think that actually was what I said. A new set of ladders would be good. In my defence, nobody should be working with bad equipment. But they've joined that war as well. I suppose. Nah, normally I'm chill though. Normally I'm really chill. It's just when people come at me like that. They come at me with a certain air of arrogance. I'm just like, yeah, nah. Not when I'm respecting you, mate. Not when I'm respecting you. Have a polite conversation with me. Pull up a chair. Sit down and be like, hello, darling. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, Rickety. Yeah, I was spitballing some ideas for like sort of like what's it called? Like a sort of joint stream. I was trying to work out like what sort of games are crossplay and what sort of games we're all into. And one of the ideas I thought of was like Among Us. I've never played Among Us. I've seen a couple of people playing it. It seems like quite fun. I can probably just merge them and stop them from gathering. Let's just take them on with a bombard generals. That's not even the place I need to be trying to take, is it? It's that place. Ah, my court artificer died. And my jester. He was apparently my everything. I don't want to convert to older Staru. Right. Oh, fuck, I pressed the wrong button. I always press square. Arsehole. I'm so dumb at times. Right. I'm just gonna match them with these people. I don't think these will have any bombard generals. Nah, they don't have bombard generals. See how quickly I can take these places with bombard generals? Oh my god, days. It's literal days. Wow, the bombards are so fucking OP. Oh wow, they're bitching at me because I haven't been into the royal court. I'm in an army. I can't go into the royal court. Jar Jar Binks impression. Okie dokie. Let me hydrate first. I read that as be right back, gonna go pick up cheese food. Cheese on the brain. Misa Jar Jar Binks! Misa Bombard General! Misa take the fight to the enemies! Misa be big Sith Lord! Absolute cinema. I don't even know what the hell I need. A regalia, I think. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I do feel like I haven't been doing many voices this stream. I do apologise. Although it's not really fitting to talk like Yoda when I'm playing this game. Although I bet those people who was like trying to attack me, I bet they like looked over and was just like, damn, it's a trap! Damn, when I get those sound bites to work, it's going to be so fire. King Gregorus the Greedy. No wonder he's called the Knights Templar. He's greedy. I'm out walking Bish when suddenly I see Steward King Ricky approach with a beautiful grey dog. Before either of us can react, Bish and the other dog take off. I'm sure they'll be fine. Yeah, Steward King Ricky. I think he's like King Ricky the Third or something. Funnily enough, I think he's like the only kid who has had other kids called Ricky. I know at one point there was another Davies, but yeah. Right, I need to disband. Boom. Disband them. Make this duchy. Usurp this duchy. And grant this duchy. Actually. What's this kingdom part of? The kingdom's part of like all that. Who do I own this? Do I own that? Is that my land? I kind of feel that's not my land. That's not my land. That's not my land. That's not my land. We'll give it to someone random then. We'll give it to my grandson. My grandson can take over this little area. Keep it in the family. Can I make the kingdom? No, I don't have enough de jure counties. Coolio. Then we will change his contract. Give him the fortification rights. Give him scutage, as that's what Overseer suggested. Boom. And we're not giving them war declaration, because I found out that is a very bad thing to have. Yes, I was told that that is a very bad thing to have, and I shouldn't have been giving them it. But I am kind of dumb at times. I don't read stuff. Well, it's not that I'm dumb. I get excited. I get excited and I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. We'll give this guy a random vassal. Just to get me back under the limit. Give him a bad vassal. Give him his child. You can have a child. Right, train commanders, that's what we need. Got 9 prisoners. We'll see if I can ransom them. I can ransom a couple. Ransom these idiots. Can I demand any decent payments? Do, 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 do. Ooh, 115 gold. Thank you very much. Right. Can we have another point? No. I should probably hold a court now since they've been bitching at me. Yeah, screw it, we'll do his survey. I don't think I've done this survey. Why would I do that and he gets a weak hook favour on me? There we go. So I should probably host a feast as well. Ooh, the legendary founders of this land are nothing compared to me. Yeah, I'll do that. I should probably look at my court artifacts and see what I need to see what I need to repair. See if I can destroy anything as well. Do 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 do. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm doing this. We'll repair that one. So, what cheese does everybody like? Fuck, I always talk about cheese, don't I? I think that's like my go-to question when I have nothing else to say. What's everybody's favourite cheese? It's becoming a bit of a running joke for me. But in all fairness, what cheese do people like? Man, that cheese I had earlier, that was absolutely delicious. Also, that says it's the skull of St. John the Evangelist. That is not a skull. That's, fuck, what's that bone called? A femur? It's the one what connects into the hip, the upper leg joint, upper leg bone. I believe it's a femur. One of the hardest bones in the body, I believe. What does it do? Piety. Don't really need pies. I don't really need pies, but a cup of tea would be nice. Oh, that's what I should get. I should get like a thermos flask and fill it with tea. So when I'm doing these streams, I have a flask of tea. That might stop me from being as dry. I think it's a having one kidney problem. Like, I drink an awful lot. Like, I shouldn't be as thirsty as I am all the time. I drink an awful lot, but it's just because I have one kidney. It's like it's working overtime. So I'm constantly drinking. Although, ironically, I haven't been for a pee yet. But now I've thought about not going for a pee. My bladder's like, you son of a bitch, we're in. Like, really, bro. I have two of us inviting the wild books. Fair enough. And a fine book about books. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. That's actually got pretty decent stats for a average book. Right, I am going to just take a little drink. I really should pay more attention to when the adverts are going to be on. It don't tell me on my normal stream. Maybe if I put the stream manager on, it might tell me. Yeah. No, I don't think it does. I don't know. I'll work that out another time as well. Oh yeah, this guy wanted me to have a feast, didn't he? I'm not gonna lie, I can't remember where he needed to be for a feast. I think I'll just have it where I am. And then I don't have to actually move anywhere. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. We'll just make this guy an honorary guest. The fact that I don't actually even need a feast because I got that much prestige there. I mean, we're gonna have one. Let's see. Culture. Can I actually reform any of them? Because I got these rubbish prolific hunters and religious patronage. I mean, actually, that's not bad because that'll give me more renown when I construct and upgrade temple holdings. Um, 1363. So I'm probably going to die by the time I can do another reformation. Let's see what sort of buildings I can make. Yes, one temple. Ah. 2 temples. Ah. 3 temples. Ah. Honestly, I think everywhere will probably already have made all this stuff. We're so late in the game, I'd be surprised if there's... There we go. I think I might have to wait until they've maybe finished building said temples for me to get the renown there. I don't own that place. That's that area over there. Just going all over our land and just like making a bunch of fucking temples. Why not? Holy shit, I didn't realise I'd spread that far. I've got so much gold. So much gold for calling me Mansa Musa. I've got caravans of gold. I just take my caravans of gold and just absolutely crush the economy of wherever I'm at. My steward, King Ricky, and I find for 2 dogs after a while in the middle of a vicious fight. Call your mutt off! When I finally get Bish back off, King Ricky leaves without much of a backwards glance. I've upset King Ricky. Well, technically it was my dog. I claim no responsibility for that. It's my dumb dog's fault. The only problem is when you get so far into it, you've got all this stuff to do. And as everybody knows, I'm an absolute goblin. So you better believe that I'm going to do all this stuff. But I also just want to get through this. So we're just going to start marrying these people off to random people. They're like grandkids anyway, so I don't really care. No one's marrying that idiot though. The stupid person. You stupid! the stupid people don't need to get married. One thing I do need to look at, actually, is my champions. I've neglected to look at my champions for a while. It's alright, they're actually alright. I can't believe how big my men-at-arms are. Like, my men-at-arms are stupidly massive. Can I do any of these? Yo, no problem, CC. Thank you for popping in and chatting. I very much appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the next one. Oh yeah, I can't do any of them because I'm in a feast. Why does this guy hate me? We're King of France. King Rikolfa of Volga, Bulgaria. Let's replace him with... Wait, does he even want a seat? There's two people that want a seat. Ah. Hungary wants a seat. Damn, I could replace him as my lining guy. And he wants a seat. Right. Right. Yeah, he doesn't. We'll replace him with this guy. And can I replace this? I can't replace this guy. I can't replace him for another year. Cool. Okie dokie. That's fine. I'm sure my guy will survive a year. I think the only way my guy's not going to survive another year is if he has an unfortunate wood chopping accident. But we're not going to be chopping any wood, right, chat? We're staying well away from wood. Oh, when I eventually sort out the blep sounds, I need to have something in there about chopping wood. Alliance formed with the North Riding. That's interesting. That's where I hail from. Well, it's near where I hail from. Technically, I'm East Riding. But that is a technicality. And I don't know if East Riding's in this game. Actually, I think it is. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it is. Right. That independence faction disbanded, and there's just a bunch of weak ones now. Who are you? Brittany. Right, we're just gonna roll Tide for a bit. I feel I've been like stuck around and I've been yapping. I know what we need. To the armory, I guess. I can't remember what the fool was making. Regalia, I think. Right. Oh. He's probably going to want to destroy my fancy stick. Oh, that's a point. I haven't looked at any of these. I should probably have looked at some of these earlier. The Goblin Crown. I forgot I had the Goblin Crown. Perifio's Perfume, did that say? I don't remember getting that. That's kind of crap. Masterworks all, can't go wrong. Oh, God. Why does he always want to destroy something that I've got equipped? Asshole. I've got all these other things. Feud against House Longdick. Who are you? You're my vassal. Wait, why are you feuding against me, bitch? Kind of murderer. I don't even know if that's actually hair. Like, it's a picture. Scratty. House. Escalamond. Yeah, that's her. Escalamond Scratty. Yeah, we're just gonna kill her then. Bitch. Oh, yeah, that's right. I had a different thing I could, What's this you? What's that you're fascinated with? Banking. Development growth plus 10%. I mean, yeah, why not? And that's boosting his progress. Cool. Honestly, I think after this, we either go just down stewardship or just down warfare. I don't think we really need any learning now, because we've almost learnt everything, which is kind of wild. Another autosave. Nice, nice, nice. We don't mind an autosave. Right, I was going to look at intrigue, wasn't I? Can I force anyone to join me? I can bribe her. I don't need to because I'm at 95%, but sometimes people drop out. See if I can use any hooks. No, I can't use any hooks. Right, I'll just bribe that one person to join me. Ah, there we go. 2 agents have been removed from my scheme. I mean, I'm still at 95% though, so that's fine. Soldier sauce. Yeah, why not? Your nemesis, King Gror, created the Independence faction against you. My nemesis? Why do I have a nemesis? I have a nemesis who's inside my land. Fair enough. $91, 86, 91. We'll go with 91 and fail it. Huh, we didn't. Nice. Ooh. Champion of Tier. Right, we need to go along to that. Oh, okay. Oh, no, I need to... I'm so thankful that when I play on PlayStation, I have a mute button actually on the PlayStation pad, because that sneeze would have probably deafened everybody. It'd have been like a flashbang in the chat. Oh no, that's a good shout. When I have a sound effects, I could do a flashbang sound effect. That'd be hilarious. I mean, maybe not so much for me, if I ever get the sounds to work so that I can hear them. But at the very least, it'd be kind of funny. Especially if I'm playing like a horror game or something, and I just get flashbang. I've added pipes to the sound effects. Obviously, they don't work right now, but I think pipes is just such a troll thing, and it needed to be there. Right, we're just gonna roll tide to this feast. 4 months until it begins. Are you? Yeah, you're training commander, so that's alright. Oh, there's a bit of lag in the game. There we go. She becomes my friend. I don't even know who the hell she is. Wait a minute. There we go. You gain essential land survey for 30 years. Let's have a look at that. I mean, I'm probably going to die in 3. Ooh, vassal tax contribution plus 10%. Interesting. I just realised I was trying to strike up a friendship with one of them down here, and they've now been subjugated. One of my vassals took them, and they took one over there as well. I'm sure we'll take these as well soon. That's why I'm not too bothered about like the odd pocket of land, because my vassals will just get it for me. Like this place, they'll probably get that place as well. I'm not gonna lie, it sounded like someone fell over. I should probably go check it out, but it's probably my cat running into a wall or something dumb. Yeah, it's probably almost definitely something dumb like that. Oh yeah, the meeting was alright. It was just a universal credit meeting, so that the government paid me money while I'm unemployed. They're just like the boring ones. You sit down there and like, have you found work? Obviously not, because I'm sat here talking to you. What are you doing to find work? Do you have any proof you're looking for work? So then you have to show them all like the stuff you're doing looking for work, and then they either look at you disapprovingly or they give you a nod and say same time next week. And then I hit them with a witty joke and say, I hope not, I hope I found a job by then. Actually, I won't be doing it next week because I'm on holiday, which is good. It means I don't have to drag my ass there for a 10-minute conversation. It winds me up. It takes me longer to get there than it does the meeting. It's like I'll like literally be sat there for 10-15 minutes, because not to like disrespect other people who go there, but I actually have basic intelligence and I can hold a conversation. I don't need to look at them and have it like explained to me. But yeah, it's like, could you not just do it over the phone so I don't actually have to come in and speak to you? It's not even just that as well. It's like, obviously I could walk there. You know, it'd take me like probably like an hour and a half to get there in walking, because I'm short. Like, so I could probably walk there, but like, I drive there and I have to find somewhere to park and then pay for parking. It's just like, really, motherfucker. I'm sure it said there was some old Astaru pockets over here. But everyone over here seems to be... Ah, you're old Astaru. Yeah, it's like I either have to pay for parking or I drive to the big Tesco. And in the big Tesco, I can just like buy some food in there, buy some shopping, and as long as I spend over £5, the parking's free. But it's like I still have to drive there, and it's costing me fuel. Like, can you not? But yeah, unfortunately, I don't think they'd. I don't think they'd be like, oh yes, we'll do it over the phone. Now I need to find the other pockets of older Staru. I think I already found him. Yeah, I already found him. He owns a lot of land, bitch. I'm sure there was some other Astaru. There we go. On the plus side though, at least I got some cheese today. You know, if I hadn't have gone to that bullshit meeting, I probably wouldn't have found that cheese. So, you know, swings and roundabouts, I guess. Right, they should all convert. Mate, it was really nice. It was, it had a really nice creamy taste. Red Leicester with Scotch bonnet and harissa. It wasn't as spicy as I thought it was going to be. You are planning to kill someone. Jarl Dingleberry, my son, confronts me. Now, I don't want to kill my son, but I don't think that 79% chance is good enough. We're gonna go for it. I don't want to kill my son. Well, I have uncovered a vicious scheme by Adrianus to have you murdered. His agents are being rounded up as I write this, but although Adrianus has been foiled for now, he remains a threat. Adrianus? Who the hell is this dick? Right, I might have to invite someone else to this scheme. We'll bribe this person. Boom. Just because I only had a 90% secrecy chance. One thing I am surprised at is how long I've actually been streaming for, and I've not needed the toilet. I've been streaming for like 3 hours. Ah, he's made me a pupil regalia. That was the wrong one, you git. Renown, prestige, ah, shit. Right, what's all this? Oh! One thing I am going to do is I am going to go to toilet. I don't think I've got many people watching right now either, so it shouldn't be much of an issue, but I will drop a message in the chat. I've just seen ads are running. I don't know if that runs for everyone or it's just random. But yeah, I'm just quickly nip to toilet. I'm tripping over my bottle. So I'll be back in one moment. Maybe tomorrow, because I know you're probably busy with friends, aren't you?
Right now, yeah. Tomorrow, besides like doing my shit and I just check my patches tomorrow, so I'll take a shower. That'll be happening. Not long.
Yeah, so I'll probably chat to you tomorrow about it.
Yeah.
Cool. Hello, rebel scum. I'm back. Yeah, I think I'm at 54. Which is crazy. I'm so happy for us all, you know what I mean? Like, everyone's been doing so good. And I'm proud of Rickety. I'm so fucking proud. Like, what, you've been doing it going on 3 weeks, and you're already affiliate? That's fucking amazing, man. Yeah, man. Like, I get it. I like some of the lower streamers because they don't have ads and stuff as well. And it's also the feeling of, like, helping people out. Like, I've tried with a couple of people who were, like, low-level streamers. Oh, fucking hell.